It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Looking at Boston, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. The Celtics are not only one of the more dangerous teams in the NBA, but also one of the prettiest to watch. Kenny, what do you like about their offensive game?
First of all, I love their offense because the little guy, Isaiah Thomas, he makes the ball move, he gets around, and he is tough to cover and makes them tough to cover. They have a young core.
Let's be visiting to the Los Angeles Lakers. At center, Aaron Baines. At shooting guard, Lou Williams. At power forward, at power forward, at 6'9" inches.
We are live in Boston, Massachusetts, the gem of New England, as the Celtics are about to go into this interconference contest right here. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA.
Let's get a nice clean game.
Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. Today's game marks the continuation of the Lakers' road schedule. It's an opportunity for them to play in a heated matchup like this, to play your best basketball. These are the games, guys, that show how well you match up against the other great teams in the league.
I guarantee you what, guys, the adrenaline is already flowing on both sides. A rivalry matchup like this means a little more to the players than just any other game.
You're exactly right, but you know how it is. Some of the guys will shrug it off if you ask them about it, but you can tell both teams are amped up to the gills for this.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Taking a look at Los Angeles, Ingram and Randall, the young forward tandem. Lewis Williams out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Baines in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now let's find out what head coach Brad Stevens had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, they have a specific approach to tonight's game. He told me they have to get the ball into the paint as much as possible and take advantage of what they believe is a big edge for them inside. We'll see if they're right about that tonight. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And this is a young Celtics team. Even the vets still just entering their prime years. Chris, they built from within, and what a great environment to develop in.
I mean, come on, one of the best, a great tradition and history of winning, a passionate and knowledgeable fan base, a committed ownership and front office. The players are given everything they need to be successful.
Thomas, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, if you want to quiet down a hostile crowd, missing your chances from the line just isn't one of the suggestions I'd put in the suggestion boxes how to do it.
Now, here's Thomas. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. On the clock. Bradley, that's for 2. And the shot falls short this time.
Opening up 1 for 4 is definitely not the ideal start they were hoping for.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. They get it again. Russell kicks to Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Bradley passes to Johnson. Back to Thomas. He dishes it to Horford. Takes the 3. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Johnson. Thomas got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Now, when you think about Isaiah Thomas, an expert penetrator, the lefty, he uses that change of speed, fakes, and hesitations. In fact, he probably has the most devastating hesitation move in the league. He keeps the ball on the string and the defenders on skates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Horford. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. Jerebko's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. Here's Zeller. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket.
Oh, a smart man knows his skills. Zeller staying around the rim with the second effort.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And Chris, do you think the new rules prohibiting hand checking have opened up the game for players like Isaiah Thomas?
I do. It's another reason to like the rule change. The big, tall guys, they have enough advantages in basketball. It's great to see the elusive, the shifty players like Thomas use their speed and quickness to their advantage.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Thomas.
He can be a weapon if he gets going early from long range.
Don't forget about him when he's spotting up like that and knocking them down like that. The offense has to keep getting him the rock.
Dang with the bucket.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
This is a shooter's dream. They are really letting the outside shot fly.
Now here's Smart. He had 22 points in the win against Toronto. Zeller, a screen on Smith. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Mozgov. Back to Smith. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he's good on the second. Boston leading by 4. Smart kicks to Jerebko. They set the pick. Passes it to Olynyk. In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Zeller. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
You know what? He can shoot, and as a 7-footer, Zeller has the size to get it over the top of the defense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens.
The only hard part of that decision is.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks left in his stockpile.
I know he's feeling real good about his decision. He's one of the bright coaching stars in our league.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
You're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Gian Leon is out there with Mozgov. Then there's Ish Smith. Then it's Dang. And it's Calderon in at the 2. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, you look around the league and the post-up is giving way to more and more pick and rolls, more and more three-point shooting. Some big men don't like it, but Amir Johnson embraces the change. He said, "It's what I do. I'm a big that likes to set screens and roll." Kevin, with his combination of range and finishing inside.
What the fuck am I doing wrong?
Very efficient, D.A. Thanks.
Just think, Isaiah Thomas acquired by the Celtics in a deadline deal back in 2015. And for a team in desperate need of more scoring punch, he's been the perfect fit.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Mozgov. Down low, here's Horford. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, the man with his signature slam. Don't let him get that deep.
He feeds it to Horford. Hits the three-point bomb. Horford's got 5.
And Horford in his 9th season in the league started making the three-pointer a big part of his offensive game. I mean, it's a shot you have to respect.
The dish to Calderon. Back to Dang. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And it's Boston the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Dude, we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
I mean, you're right. A lot of wide open spaces. They were running around undefended all night.
Some changes for Boston. Amir Johnson's checked in for Olynyk, and Bradley's subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Lakers trail by 10. Russell kicks to Baines. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Chris, you played for 5 different teams. How much does the city you live in and call home matter during an NBA season?
Well, it's different for everybody. You know, it's different for everyone. It was great to go home to Detroit for me because I wanted to live and stay in my city. I wanted to eat my mother's cooking before the game. You know, not many times could I do that. You know, I can only do that once or twice or once a year playing on the West Coast. So, you know, those type of things, being close to your family, you know, if you have younger siblings or children, that type of thing, you know, if you have kids with school they go to, you know, I've seen players take and weigh all those things. But for me, I've just been blessed to play in some great places with great fans. Washington, D.C. was a wonderful place. You know, that city really showed us a lot of love as a young team trying to find our way. And then Sacramento, you know, just some of the greatest fans in the world as well, just embracing us. And they had embraced the Sacramento Kings in so many losing seasons, so that's just who they were. Their character was just that of encouragement, and so I'm glad that we were able to give the people of Sacramento what they have been waiting for so long, and that's an exciting basketball. And so, you know, the cities that you play for are very important. And me as a fan, you know, I still thank the Bad Boys for how they represented the city of Detroit during those years, and Isaiah and Joe Dumars and Bill Laimbeer. So for me, just from a fan perspective, the relationship with the city, the players, is always important.
Well said. Smart dishes to Horford, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He thought he had the clean block there, but the refs saw it differently, and they call the goaltend.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how...
And so that brings the first...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Boston had no problems getting going. They put together the kind of powerful run that every team would love to have, 10-2 off the tip. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. Moving through quarter number 2, their focus was right. And that about wraps it up as the second half.
Welcome back to Boston, the buildings of the financial district visible in all their glory.
Is there any way?
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Al Horford has been sensational.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
He's taking his time, not forcing anything, just getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Thomas is the point with Bradley into his side. Jake Crowder out there with Johnson. And it's Horford with the center position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. Lakers trail by 17.
Now, when you think about Amir Johnson, the last ever prep to pro draftee.
Can't even make
he
a
was taken
fucking
out of high
layup,
school
and they
with
make
the
every
56th
goddamn
pick by the
free-
Pistons back in 2005.
Jesus
Learning from the
fucking
vets on that squad, he learned how to win.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Bradley passes to Horford. Another shot. Williams with the block. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. That shot missing. Excellent D there by Johnson.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Crowder with another miss. And we're not used to thinking of 11-year vets still having room to grow, but you know what, Chris? That might be the case with Amir Johnson.
Well, it's interesting. I played with Amir, always a great athlete with high energy, great motor. But he's never averaged more than 28 minutes a game, despite being that highly effective player. That could mean he's had a lot of tread left on those tires.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it's always a transition and a difficult one for college coaches to come to the pros, but Celtics coach Brad Stevens made one of the smoothest we've seen after leading Butler to back-to-back national championship games. You hear that buzz from players to opposing coaches. Greg Popovich said, "I really respect what he does. His team executes. I'll still watch his Butler tape." Trying to learn some stuff, to be honest with you. High praise indeed, fellas.
And Popovich, really the godfather of the active coaches right.
Jesus fucking, I'm done. I'm fucking done. Fucking pissing me off.
Fantasy movies on TV. Free forever.
Gemini, would you guys be a little less expected? Check out the Alex.